Hi to all and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for the month of June 2018. Okay, if you didn't see the general reading for Twin Flame for the month of June, please go and have a look at it as well, because it's really a very strong message. Now you will find the link to the playlist for all of the readings for Twin Flames, including also the general for the month of June. So you can see then the correlation. And I've also decided this month to do the same reading as I'm doing now for the Divine Masculine, for the Divine Feminine. The other thing that I would like to let you know is that I finally managed to bring down my waiting list for the private readings to a decent waiting time. So the waiting time at the moment for normal readings, private readings, is between 5 and 7 working days. And I've also reopened the emergency waiting list. So if you're interested, just shoot me an email. I will put all of the details in the comment box below. And I don't know how long I will be able to keep those kind of time frames. It all depends. But for now, this is where we stand, okay? But let's start. So, what my first question? And remember that when this is just for the Divine Masculine, that doesn't mean you have to be a man, you could be a woman, but it's usually, it is the runner side, or who was the runner. Now, what is the Divine Masculine going to portray on the outside world about his connection with his Divine Feminine in the month of June? And here we've got the Seven of Swords. Very much ties in with the message that I got for the general. Deception. Now, I know this is also the card of the cheaters. I'm not talking about cheating here. Here I'm talking about deception. Here I'm talking about not letting the world and his Divine Feminine see exactly what he is thinking of doing, what he's feeling, what he really wants. Now, when I'm saying this, it's not because he is not understanding, not because is now in the month of June, the Divine Masculine is coming from a completely different perspective. It's coming from the perspective that he knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly about this connection. He understands everything. But in the month of June, what he's doing is putting up this facade because he's afraid of losing himself, of losing his power. Yes, he wants this connection, but he wants to also be in his male energy. But let's see what is going on about his connection in inner world, inside his inner world. Here we've got the Chariot, and it's clarified by the Two of Wands. So the Divine Masculine, internally, within himself, really wants this connection to move forward, wants victory. He wants to reach that finishing line. He wants to reach that finishing line of this ins and outs and doubts and fears, all of that. He is there, he's nearly there. And he wants that because he knows that now we are at a pivotal point. I said it before. In June, it looks like I don't know the planetary situations. I am not an astrologer. That's why I don't give much of astrology in my readings, because I would not absolutely say something that I am not, I don't know much about. But it's like as if in the month of June, there is something happening at an energetic level where, we are at a point where a decision needs to be made. And the Divine Masculine in his inner world really knows. He really knows that, and he wants to reach that point of making a decision on how to move forward. It's not a decision if he wants it or not. The decision is how to move forward so that I can be fully content going forward in this. So what he's thinking, this is a very earthy energy that I'm feeling. What he's thinking and feeling inside himself really is, I want to start this connection and bringing it into this realm on the right note so that it can really grow without having any hitch and glitches. It gives me very much that feeling of a Virgo. You know the Virgo that they are so good at details and they want everything perfect? But let's see what are his hopes. And here we've got the Queen of Pentacles. His hopes, it's really of this connection to finally in the month of June start being grounded. But at the same time that this happens without any drama, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's very understanding and soft, but she has no drama. She doesn't like drama. And that is why, you know, this person, the Divine Masculine, is really thinking so hard. How can I start this so that he will not come down again? And that's why on the outer world, until he makes a decision, he has got this deception mask over himself. Let's see his fears. And here we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. His fears is, how am I going to balance the fact that I want this connection so much without losing myself, without losing my identity, without losing my power as a Divine Masculine? How can I bring my desire? How can I really bring in this connection that is what I wish for more than anything without compromising my true self? So here it's not anymore, it's a different stage. The Divine Masculine is at a different stage. It's not anymore understanding the connection. It's not anymore accepting it. It's how do I work with this? By remaining me. But let's see what is the blockage. And here is the Hermit. The blockage for the Divine Masculine in June is that I sense he's staying too much into this Hermit mode. Great to go into the Hermit mode. We go within, we find the light, we find the truth within ourselves. But if we stay stuck too much in there, what happens is that inevitably all of these messages are going to reach our mind, and the mind start overthinking. And then we doubt. So this is the blockage of the Divine Masculine. But let's see what does the Divine Masculine wants from his Divine Feminine in the month of June. Now there is two scenarios here. Now the cards are the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles. Now in this particular deck there is two Lovers cards. One there is only a male and a female, and in the other one, the other card is this one male and two females. Now what he wants from his Divine Feminine, first scenario, if his Divine Feminine is after connecting to someone else, talking to someone else, or even have started a relationship with someone at whatever level, what he wants is for his Divine Feminine to make a choice and for him to come out of this feeling left out in the cold. If that is not the case, the Divine Masculine wants from his Divine Feminine to make a choice and for her to come towards him so that he can stop feeling left out in the cold, because his blockage is getting out of this Hermit of waiting and waiting and waiting to find the truth within himself. But then the problem is that he's going to be overthinking. So he's looking for his Divine Feminine to give him that push. But what does he need from his Divine Feminine? And here we've got the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. So here we're talking, here we split, okay? The human side of the Divine Masculine and the spirit side and the soul side of the Divine Masculine. So on a soul side, for what his soul growth is concerned about this connection with his Divine Feminine, what does he need from his Divine Feminine? He needs to feel this, he needs to be in this energy of, you know, the Nine of Swords, it's a very heavy energy actually, and I don't like that much Well, no readers does that like that. But for his soul growth and for really understanding what's going on and how to move from this being afraid of losing himself, what he needs to feel, it's how bad it is to be disconnected from his divine feminine, and how he's losing. He needs to understand that he is losing more of himself by being disconnected from his divine feminine and not grounding this relationship and making it into this realm. Then if instead he would just go with the flow. And the reason why he needs to feel this, it's because he has to make a decision. Does he want to jump towards his divine feminine by letting the flow of the universe taking care of this? He will not lose himself. He is losing himself more by staying where he is. So this is at a soul level. At a human level, what he needs from his divine feminine is really, I think that what he needs from his divine feminine is to feel how bad it is to be away from her physically, mentally, so that he can make a decision. So the two things merges, but on the soul level, it's much deeper. And let's see why he needs that. And here is the Page of Cups. Because he has got to extend that. He has got to drop the mask. And the mask is not anymore about understanding the connection. And I keep repeating this. It's not anymore about the base of the situation. It's understanding that if he extends that, he is not going to lose himself. If he finally extends his, and hope in his heart, extending his heart, he's not going to lose his power. He's not going to lose himself. He's actually going to be exactly where he's supposed to be. But let's see now, from the Gateway Oracle card, an advice card for the Divine Feminine. Actually, for the Divine Masculine. Sorry, for the Divine Masculine. And here it says, listening with your heart. I trust the message I receive from my heart. Hermit card. Yes, go within Divine Masculine, but don't overanalyze it. And listen with your heart. What is your heart saying? Don't be afraid of losing yourself. You will not. Okay, so this is the reading for the Divine Masculine for the month of June. I am going to do the Divine Feminine, the same spread now for the Divine Feminine. And don't forget to click on the link for the rest of the readings, for the 3 readings for the month of June for the Twin Flames. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you would like a private reading with me, I will put all of the details in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.